Hey guys, Marsinger here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. And so, the Androids banner is going to be releasing on Global very soon. I know, the big hype in the community at the moment is, of course, about the anniversary over on JP. But for us global mains that can only sit and watch from the sidelines, this is the next big thing that is coming out for us. And so, I always do one of these videos when a new banner comes out. And at the start, I'm always going to say this in pretty much every one of these kind of videos. Obviously, if you are a whale or somebody who spends quite a lot or just summons specifically for characters that you like and you really like the androids, then pretty much nothing I say in this video is going to affect your decision. You're probably going to summon anyway, and that's fair enough. These videos are obviously more designed for people who are free to play or who don't really spend a lot on the game. So I feel like the community is kind of in a position at the moment now where, because we know what's coming with the anniversary and seeing all of this hype that's out at the moment, obviously seeing all the showcases going up of these new units, all the posts of like people's pulls and everything on Twitter and all that kind of stuff, but a lot of people are going to be in the mindset now of just not spending a single stone until the anniversary for Global, which is in 5 months' time. So if you are a free-to-play player, someone who doesn't spend very much, honestly, that probably is a good idea. Because looking at the Androids banner, obviously we have the TEQ 17 and 18 and the Jiro and 19. These units are incredibly good. The Androids, ridiculously powerful. They change orbs into tech and then get a ridiculous amount of extra attack and defense per tech orb. These guys have insane defense and put out crazy attack stats. Obviously, with any sort of nuking style unit, you can get screwed over by not getting a lot of orbs, but the fact that they do create their own obviously helps them out quite a bit. They also cannot take damage from key based super attacks. They just nullify them completely. And then they have a active skill, which is basically a Ghost Usher. Completely removes all of one enemy's attacks for the entire turn, which can be done when there is only one enemy, so just making them completely unable to do anything, or when there's 3 or more enemies. So for Super Battle Road, obviously you can target one specific enemy and have them basically completely removed from being able to do anything. So very, very good, very useful. The new Super Battle Road stage that comes out tomorrow is the Planet Namek Saga one, so obviously you can't use them on there. But the next 2 or 3 stages that come out after that, you can use these guys on, and their active skill is obviously very, very powerful. Their categories aren't the best. Worldwide Chaos is an okay one. Future Saga has desperately needed a new leader, although that team is very largely based around like Goku Blacks and Zamasus and Trunks and Vegito Blue and stuff, so they don't really fit super well on that kind of team unless you build it in a very specific way. But they are very good. I think that's one of the main reasons why, for a lot of players, these guys are kind of an easy skip. Because whilst they are ridiculously good, one of the best TURs... I mean, when they come out, they're probably going to be the best TUR on Global based on how you would rate them against Super Vegeta. But they're just not on a huge amount of teams. So if you don't pull them, you're not necessarily really missing out on it much, unless you really wanted to run like a very powerful Android team. And then, of course, their side banner unit is the Dr. Jiro and Android 19. They are also crazy busted. They're an Androids category leader and also an Android support unit for 3 key and 40% attack and defense. Anyone struggling with Androids Extreme Super Battle Road, obviously these 2 units are going to be insanely useful. Even if you just pull these guys, they're going to be very, very good. They give everybody a solid buff. They have really solid stats at the start of turn, as well as getting extra on super attack. They do also not only negate Ki Blast supers, but they absorb them, so you actually heal from the enemy Ki Blast super attacks, so that is really, really good as well. Just like the tech androids, they're very limited to being run on those specific teams, but the teams they're on, they are obviously very good. And this unit, pretty much by themselves releasing, if you pull them, makes LR Super 17 so much better, because they're an android and they're on target Goku, so they're fulfilling that full part of his passive. They're providing him with 40% attack and defense, as well as a lot of links. And of course, they're on power absorption category, so is he. They become, I think, like his new best link partner, basically. So very, very good. So the other thing you have to really consider, of course, is what the banner is going to look like. Because for Global, it's pretty much guaranteed that this changes, right? Because the Vegeta and Broly banner, which I think is still up when this video goes out, this banner literally goes away and then the Android banner comes out like at the same time, essentially. And these two units are obviously on that banner. So it seems 100% likely that Vegeta will get changed. And I would imagine it's like 99% likely that Broly will get changed as well. So for the other units, Android 13's pretty outdated. I think he's... With the easy A of Android 21, he became probably not the best Android's leader, because he is an Android support until he transforms, which is kind of annoying. And then in Future Gohan, I do think he's a little bit underrated. He still kind of holds his own a little bit on the right team. But then this physical Future Gohan is on here as well, and he is going to be getting an easy A in the later part of this celebration. So, like, for me personally, he's the first Dokkan Fest exclusive, like, category leader that's getting an easy A that I don't already have rainbowed. And he's going to be really, really good post easy A. I've got him link leveled and ready to go, but mine only has 2 dupes. And, you know, I think he probably will get his own easy A banner, because they've been doing that a lot recently. But, I mean, you should never summon on those. So, if you do throw a few multis at this banner, there is the possibility that you get copies of him, which if you did need any extra copies, his easy A is going to be pretty busted. But in terms of how the banner is going to change, obviously it could be, you know, Global does some weird things sometimes. It's pretty much anyone's guess as to how they're going to change these banners. What I assume is going to happen is the Trunks Dokkan Fest. If we followed the schedule of JP exactly, this would have been the next Dokkan Fest banner for Global. And so chances are, I think we're going to have the returning units that were on this banner come on the Androids banner instead, because we had the physical Goten and Trunks return, as well as this would have been the very first return of the AGL Gohan. He has not returned on Global since his release, so I could definitely see him being on there instead of Super Vegeta or Broly. And then for the other one, I think Goten and Trunks is probably a solid replacement. TEQ and Caulifla, it hasn't been long enough since they released. I don't think we'd see them. We could see one of the old faithful fill-ins, like in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Bojack. Well, I think Bojack is on Super Vegeta's banner as well, so probably not. STR Videl, maybe. I know she was back on a fairly recent banner. So it wouldn't surprise me if these two units just return on the Androids banner, and then these 2 slots will have to change once we finally get the Trunks banner. But enough time will have passed, who knows, maybe then it will have been enough time to throw TEQ and Caulifla on here once this Trunks banner comes out. But obviously that's a separate video for a later time once we finally know when this is going to come out. So there are a lot of factors to consider in this for this Dokkan Fest when it comes to whether or not to summon, because A, we know all about the crazy hype stuff that's going to be coming in a few months for the anniversary. The 2 new LRs for the anniversary are hands down the 2 best units in the game. We also don't know exactly what the banner is going to be, so that is obviously another very dangerous aspect. And then the other thing you have to think about as well, if we look at the timeline for JP, so we had the Trunks Dokkan Fest, obviously slightly out of order. That should probably be the next Dokkan Fest for us, because then JP went into Heroes, and then that's when they got the androids. So if we look at what is coming for the rest of that time, we obviously have the Part 2 LR banner for this Android celebration. It's going to be the LR Future Gohan and Trunks, which I know a lot of people are excited for. If you want to try a few summons for them, Legendary Summon banners are always risky, but you probably don't want to be summoning on the Androids banner and this one if you're thinking about the anniversary in the future. And then, of course, after this, we get all the Fusions, Easy A stuff. But this was when the Dual Dokkan Fest for Kid Buu and Goku came out. And this is the thing, like, these 2 are in consideration for best TURs in the game as well. So the Dual Dokkan Fest for these guys is going to be really tricky to resist summoning on for a lot of people, I know. And then, of course, the next big problem after that is last year, Global got that Dual Dokkan Fest. That was where Pycon and Janemba released. We got those, and then straight afterwards was when they then went into the Golden Week, which was at both versions at the same time. So it's very possible that the Kid Buu and Goku Dokkan Fest comes out, and then straight after those banners go away, we then get the same time as JP Golden Week, which, based on the timing of when the banners are going to come out, I know Goresh is speculating, and Truth has as well, that is going to be when we see like the new Dragon Ball superhero movie units being brought into the game, because I believe that is around the time that movie releases. So you've got to then figure out whether you want to summon for Goku and Kid Buu, and then straight after them we're potentially getting a bunch of crazy new movie units. Obviously Gohan features quite heavily in that trailer, so could we get, with the leader skills that we're seeing now from the LRs, where we're getting these extra percentage things added on for extra categories, could we actually see like a Gohan that gives an extra buff to hybrids, and then we end up basically having like a 200% hybrid Saiyans leader? That would be absolutely ridiculous. So I honestly think this is one of those banners, and it's kind of almost hard for me to say because I love the Android category. I want these two units really bad. Like, I am going to be summoning for these guys. I will be streaming when the banner comes out, so if you want to check that out, please do come by and see my summon attempts. But I think for like 95% of players, this is a skip. Like I said at the beginning, unless you're a whale that summons on everything, or you're just somebody who really, really likes the androids, whether you just really like the unit or you just really like the characters, I don't see a huge amount of value in summoning on this banner. Now, the flip side to that is I hope Global understands this predicament that a lot of people are going to be in, because we've noticed in the past they often do discounts and step-ups and stuff based on the perceived hype of the banners. Because when Super Vegeta came out, it was the start of the year, nothing was really going on that major on either version, and so they decided to not bother doing any discounts or anything like that, right? Because they knew people were hyped to summon for Super Vegeta. And now, while some people obviously were hyped to summon for the androids, a lot of people are going to be in that boat where they're thinking like, oh, maybe I don't summon until the anniversary now. So I wouldn't be surprised if they give this banner discounted steps. Maybe the final step is guaranteed featured or something like that to try and lure people into summoning. And then it is potentially going to be worth, as well as, of course, the fact that if you're a player who spends money, there'll probably be a Pilaf Trove ticket as well. So if you do spend, it's probably worth picking that up and trying the ticket, because you never know, you might pull them or even the 19 in Giro, and then you could maybe just choose not to then spend any stones, depending on how that ticket summon goes. So let me know what you guys are thinking down below. I'm definitely summoning. Like I said, I will be streaming, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click that bell to be notified, and hopefully I will see you guys there. Hopefully we can get some better luck than we did for Super Vegeta, because my summons for him, it took me a very long time to pull the first copy, and then crazy amount of time to pull the second one. So hopefully we get a bit luckier on this one, and hopefully I will see you guys there. So let me know your thoughts down below. What are your summoning plans from now to the anniversary? It's definitely going to be tough decisions to be made for free-to-play or low-spending players. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.